Ron Van Dam. He's dashing and debonair, suave and sophisticated, intelligent and erudite, and he wrote this. You are listening to The Ron Van Dam Show on New England Broadcasting.
Ron Van Dam is an experienced talk show host. Do not attempt to try this at home.
Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, good night. It's the Ron Van Dam Show.
Hey, what are you doing here?
Hold on tight. Things can get a bit weird, if you like that sort of thing.
Welcome to the program. Make yourself comfortable. As a matter of fact, come a little bit closer to the speaker. Come on, let's form a relationship here, a verbal one. Come on, oh yeah, oh that's it. Oh, a little bit higher, a little bit higher. Oh yeah, oh right there, oh yeah. Did you hear about the new game the kids are playing? Yeah, you know that game? Marco Polo. Now it's, they've updated it. It's Marco Rubio. Yeah. Okay. All right. I get it. All right. How are you? Quick, what day is this? I don't know. It's March 31st. It's the last day of March. This has been a very long month for some reason. There's a few reasons why, personally, but I don't know why it's been so long. It's just like, oh, good, finally, March is over. So tomorrow, I believe, is September. What is that? How does that work? Oh, April. That means that Easter is coming very soon. Easter, you never know when it's going to be. It could be the end of March. It could be the beginning of April. It could be the middle of April. I don't think they know until they sit down and have the meeting. I suppose it's supposed to be the day that Christ had risen for some reason. And I guess they're not sure, or it falls on the second Tuesday of the month. I don't really know how that works. I'm not into that. But anyway, Easter, wonderful. It's a big holiday. I'm looking forward to it. You're surrounded by family and friends. But anyway, you look forward to it. No, it's fun to be with family and friends. Anyway, it is. Really? No, it really is. Seriously. Are you kidding me? No, no, family and friends. Are you kidding me? That's a wonderful thing. Okay, fine, whatever. Anyway, tomorrow is April 1st, which does a few things. First of all, April Fool's Day is tomorrow. Now, I really never understood that holiday. What do we call it? A holiday? I guess it's a designation of something. But it's Wednesday, April 1st, which is tomorrow. Now, you could be listening to this show on April 1st. I don't know. I mean, I have no idea. Just understand that this episode is being created on March 31st. So, April Fool's Day tomorrow, which means no matter what anybody says to you tomorrow, they could follow it up with, only kidding, April Fools, at which point, by law, I think you're allowed to hit them. Because it's so incredibly annoying. It's playing pranks on people is just like, you're a douchebag and I'm not. It's kind of stupid. It's just stupid. I'm going to make a fool out of you because you're foolish. You're dumb. You're gullible. You're foolish. I think we're talking about the political scene. Do some of you feel like actually embarrassed that you did vote for Trump? Well, Ron, there was no other possibility at that point. We had to vote for him. Oh, okay. Who's sorry now? Come on, man. Although many Americans are very happy with their choice. Fine, whatever. Anyway, that's not why I'm here. Why am I here? Well, I don't know. Tomorrow's April Fool's Day. Watch out. Be defensive. If someone's being nice to you, watch out. Something could happen. They could be like kidding you and then make you feel foolish. And then you, as the fool prank receiver, the recipient, are supposed to laugh and go, that was very funny, very, very funny. Where really, in your head, you're seething and want to knock the crap out of that person that did that to you. You turned me into a fool, you son of a bitch. Yeah, so April Fool's Day is not really a pleasant day. Neither is Groundhog's Day, but that's a whole different thing. April Fools, who came up with that? Who did that? Come on, man. That's nasty. I don't want opportunities to be nasty. Here's what happens if somebody fools you tomorrow and then says, April Fools, just turn around and say to them, Schmuckface Day, you're a schmuckface, you're a schmuckface, you don't know it, but it's Schmuckface Day. Schmuckface Day, I've never heard of it. Yeah, because you're a schmuckface, April Fools. I don't know. Don't even play the game. But anyway, you got to be on the defensive tomorrow. But also tomorrow is a scheduled space launch, which I loved when I was younger. I used to gather around the TV and watch these space launches, and they were dangerous and exciting and exhilarating. I've never seen one in person because I won't go to Florida if you pay me. Anyway, because I call it Trump land now, and it's not their fault, but that's where he now resides, and they're even renaming an airport after him already, and he's not even dead yet. I don't understand that. Puts his name on everything. As a matter of fact, the space launch tomorrow is supposed to take place at the Kennedy Center, which used to be Cape Canaveral, but then they named it after President Kennedy, which is fine. But it seems that Trump puts his name in front of Kennedy on everything. So is this now the Trump-Kennedy Space Center? Probably will be, but he didn't have time to get the people over to make the change on the signage. I don't know. Anyway, it's the Kennedy Space Center right now. It's the Artemis space program. They're going to be launching some astronauts into space with a giant slingshot, and they are not going to land on the moon. This is a moon thing, but they're not landing on the moon. They're circling the moon. They're traveling around the moon. As a matter of fact, when they go to the dark side of the moon, which is the side of the moon that is somewhat darker than the lighter side, we'll call it the nighttime side. As they orbit the moon, they're going to go further into space than they ever have before as they kind of pass the moon a little bit. Not a lot, not a lot. And they'll be testing out various life support things and, that kind of thing, because these are new technologies now, that NASA's come up with because it's working with, the people that run Amazon and those stupid cars that guy does. Anyway, so they're testing this. I mean, it's a hell of a way to test something, but nonetheless. So they're not going to be landing on the moon. And people are asking, why isn't there landing on the moon? If you're circling the moon, why not just stop by and pick up a hamburger or plant a flag or something or hit a golf ball, which is what they do when they go to the moon. Yeah, that's what they do. They plant flags and they hit a golf ball. I mean, to me, you can do that down here. Anyway, so they're not landing on the moon. So the question is, why aren't they landing on the moon right now? Because they can't. Because the cost is prohibitive. It costs a lot of money to land on the moon and to check your baggage, by the way. Two reasons why they're not landing on the moon. One, the TSA lines are still a little bit too long and they might miss the launch time. That's the first reason. The second is, you check out the price of gas. It went up again overnight to its highest level since the pandemic. So the cost of gas is like, how can you go to the moon? I can't even go to the store. I can't even go to the store or to CVS to pick up my prescription because gas prices are so high. You want to go to the moon? That's a lot of gas, baby. That takes a lot of gas. Ain't no hybrid rockets going on right now. So the price is prohibitive. That's actually the real reason, by the way, because it's too costly to land on the moon. I guess the hotels up there are quite expensive this time of year. I don't know the reason. Anyway, it is an exciting situation. The mission is apparently going to take 10 days. They're going to be up orbiting the Earth and the moon, for 10 days. I'd rather go to a country club or a resort or something, but whatever. Now, if you want to watch this, it's tomorrow, Wednesday, April 1st. And again, these things get canceled because of the weather. That's how advanced we are with launches off of this, not lunches, launches off of the planet. It has to be a really nice day. We haven't conquered, oh, yes, we can go to the moon and we're going to go to Mars. Unless it's raining. Unless it's cloudy, then we're not going to go. Technology, can't you? No, we can't. No. If it's a little bit cloudy, I don't want to go. We're not going to go. We're going to wait till it's nice outside so we can enjoy it. So the launch, by the time you're listening to this, could have been canceled or postponed, whatever. It happens quite a bit. Hey, have you been outside yet? It's a little chilly. Cancel the flight. Cancel it. Cancel the moon launch. All right. Anyway, 6:24 p.m. Now, this means you don't have to get up that early in the morning to watch this, which I did. I would get up at 3 in the morning to watch this stuff live because it's exhilarating. And these days, what else do we have? Well, I guess war. War is exhilarating, I suppose. Anyway, so there you have it. So it's 6:24 p.m., Wednesday, April 1st. You're up. You are up. You are awake. You're having dinner, usually. So just turn on the TV and watch this. I think it's going to be on every channel anyway. I believe it would be. I don't know. It'll definitely be on CNN. On the local news stations, it could be a big thing. I don't really know. I'm not sure about that. But it's fascinating. It's just fascinating. One might say, why even bother going to the moon? And the answer is, it's a good question. I guess we invented a lot of things from space stuff. We have materials that were created in space. We brought some rocks back from the moon. That's like when you go on vacation and you stay at a beach house. Hey, Bob, let's take a couple of rocks home as a memento of our trip to the beach. Okay. I think it's like that. Did you bring back moon rocks? Damn it, I forgot. That could have been such a great conversation piece for our coffee table. Damn it, I forgot. All the way up there, and I forgot to bring some rocks home. Do you know how much money I could have made selling those rocks? Why do we go to the moon? Why? And the answer is this. As corny as it is, here's the answer. Because this is the quest of man. Not woman. Women don't care about this shit. It's the men. Women are smarter than that. Go to the moon. Get a life. Men, I've got to conquer. I've got to conquer and achieve. All right. Okay. Testosterone, boy. Cut it out. But that's why we do it. The other reason, which is secondary really, is that other countries are doing it or trying to do it. So we can't... The United States has got this thing where we can't possibly not be the first. We have to be the strongest. We have to be the first. All that stuff. Gotta be. Other countries, when they try to be, damn them. Damn them. You shall never be as good as us. Damn you. You can't be that good because we're going to be that good. This is competition, man. This is like some type of weird reality show that we're in. Humanity never learned to share. Never learned to share. No. Oh, you see, you're eating an apple. Yes, I am. You know, we grow the apples. And so what? I'm just telling you. We're in command of the apples. It's just so weird. Here's a question for you. With this Iranian war, Iranian, whatever, which is like the biggest mistake Trump could ever make, has made, and he's going to live with this big mistake the rest of his life. But nonetheless, when they were doing diplomacy with Iran, they sent Marco Rubio over to Iran to try to get Iran to calm down, chill a little bit, diplomatically, don't do the weapon thing, don't do the nuclear energy thing, don't no stockpile of weapons. Let's don't. We can do it. You can't. But why did they send Marco Rubio over? Why didn't they send an Iranian diplomat? Some guy that spoke the language, was one of them, to say, look, I'm from Iran, you're from Iran, let's talk. That may have gotten you maybe a little bit further, maybe not, but maybe so. Because there are some incredibly intelligent and apt Iranians. Why didn't they use a team of them? We've got them. We got them for sure. Why didn't we send them? No, Marco Rubio. That's better. I'm not putting Marco Rubio down. I'm just saying, I don't know what kind of diplomatic expertise he may have had in his history. I mean, maybe, figured out some stuff that Florida was going through. But other than that, I don't really think Trump also sent his son-in-law. What? What do you do? What? You sent your son-in-law in order to be a diplomat to try to work out things with you? What? What? Do you know Trump is one of the few presidents that doesn't have a dog? Never had a dog? And do you know why he never had a dog? And I'm serious. Here's the answer. Because a dog would take attention away from him. That's the first reason. The second is that he'd have to love the dog. He's not capable of that. I'm not talking politics. I'm talking the personality thereof. All right. So, space launch tomorrow. Unless you're listening to this tomorrow and it's been canceled, then forget everything. But I'm a little bit excited about that. It's a little bit exciting. What can I tell you? I did read an article. I don't remember where it was generated from, and it said this is a very dangerous mission because we're sending people into space a little further than we ever have before. They're up for 10 days, orbiting all kinds of stuff. Things can go wrong, and we've lost crews before, tragically, of course. It could happen again, even on this mission. I mean, okay, I get it, but why are you doing this? Why are you bringing that up? Just to prepare you in case something goes wrong. And that's part of the reason of this mission, to iron out all the things that could go wrong by sending people into space where things could go wrong. Okay, fine. Maybe that's where the robots should have come in. Maybe that's where your AI, build some robots that look like astronauts, put them in the thing and fly them around, because the robots aren't human. Oh, so they didn't check the box that says, I'm a human. Oh, they couldn't check that box. Robots can't check that box. They can't be verified as humans. They don't have empathy. They don't have emotions. They don't have feelings. Oh, wait a minute. That's the president. Okay. I know if you like him, if you like Trump, then this is just a comedy bit. If you don't like him, I'm serious. All right, I have a guest coming up momentarily, but before we do that, there's this.
Let's be honest. You are socially awkward. You've no idea how to start a polite conversation. You wouldn't know what to do or say if you stumbled into one. And when it comes to talking with members of the opposite sex, you're like a 6th grade wallflower at the school dance. You need help, and you know it. You need me, Thompson St. Thomas, fancy bastard. For a courteous, prearranged fee, I am now offering wingman services for both men and women. Even if you've got the vocabulary range of a brain-damaged gibbon, with me at your side explaining to people what you rarely meant to say, every drool-drenched bit of drivel that slobbers out of your scone hole will sound witty, erudite, and confident. And ladies, don't be shy. Take my arm and we'll go chat with the gent across the room with whom you've been exchanging glances all evening. Don't worry, he won't be intimidated by my extraordinary good looks. I guarantee he will only see me as your good British friend who happens to be incredibly gay. It's a service only I can provide, because I am Thompson St. Thomas, fancy bastard. So do let me know where we'll be going next, you and I.
Samantha Crowe joins us now, and of course she is with P.E.T.A, the People for the Ethical Treatment of Animals. We talk to them frequently because I want to. That's why. And thanks for being with us, Samantha.
Thanks so much for having me.
You know, we're talking about something that throws me back to my school days, although it goes further than that. And that was when in a biology class we dissected a frog. And I never did. I never could. I just am not that way. And I just never understood that. I'm sure it goes further with higher education beyond that. But, I mean, I don't understand why. I don't know why we don't dissect humans so that frogs can live longer. I think that would be fair. All right. Okay. Is this practice still being done in schools?
So schools are still dissecting animals, but we have good news.
Oh.
The practice is certainly losing favor. And
Good.
Since we've launched our pilot program, we've donated 15,000 kind frogs to teachers and schools to replace frog dissections.
Yeah, this is interesting. Kind frogs are not real frogs that are kind. They are actual models of frogs that actually simulate that experience that I went through in school. And this is, I mean, I've never heard of this before. To me, this is new.
It is brand new. Yeah. So Kind Frog, we just launched it last year. It was designed by teachers for teachers. So we wanted a very easy one-to-one replacement for frog dissection. So as you recall, a frog, being, placed upon a dissection tray in the classroom with the smell and the tools and all of that. Well, we're just removing that dead frog and replacing it with a dissectable silicone frog, which is kinder to real frogs.
Yes, considerably so. So this is like you wouldn't know the difference, or is it like a plastic thing, or it's like really like a frog?
Yeah, it's realistic. So the silicone is not really rubbery. It feels much more like skin.
Yes.
They're very lifelike. All the organs are situated in space in the body where you would find them in a real frog.
Yeah. Samantha, why do they even do that in school? I mean, I was too young to become a doctor or a surgeon at that point, and I don't think that would have sparked me one way or the other. Why do they even do that?
This is the question that keeps me up at night. I wish I knew. So, animal dissection is not in the curricula anymore.
Yeah,
it's not required for any of the higher level courses, not required for the College Board, AP Biology, International Baccalaureate. None of the curriculum requires or even refers to animal dissection. So it does seem to be a teacher-led activity.
Yeah. I assume the teachers didn't love this either, as they're breathing in formaldehyde for the whole year. I mean, it's kind of weird too. All right. So teachers and students are for this, and certainly parents are. I think the general public is starting to become a little bit more wild animal friendly, thanks to PETA, by the way, that put circuses on notice and kind of they're by the wayside, and the performing bears when you're driving to a hotel or something. I mean, the treatment of animals. Congratulations to everybody involved for actually moving in that direction in a very bold, methodical way.
Thank you. Isn't it just a beautiful thing to know that so many animals are being spared from the dissection tray or from the plate or from, years of abuse in a circus? It's so powerful.
It really is. It's amazing. Dog racing, the whole bit. Now we have to go to Spain and we have to stop the bullfighting. But at least once a year the bulls chase the humans down the street. I guess that's something. Okay. Anyway, how does one, if this isn't taking place in their particular school, how do they make sure that it does? Where would they go? How do they go about this?
Yeah, I'm glad you asked. So listeners can learn more about PETA's work to end animal dissection at PETA.org/dissection. Teachers can sign up for this year's pilot program to get free non-animal anatomy resources. And that website is teachkind.org. Yes, teachers, definitely check us out, teachkind.org. And students can check out P.E.T.A.2.com for help on anything from navigating no vegan options in the cafeteria to opting out of animal dissection.
Yeah, I mean, yes, there you go. And you don't have to go through that in this, even if they still have it. You can say no, that's not within my belief system, right? You can still do that.
Yes.
Okay.
Absolutely. Yeah, there are hundreds of districts in the U.S. that have laws and policies that require teachers to provide an animal-free method if students request it.
Good.
So yeah, students do have rights. So don't do it.
so don't, and that's part of your "So Don't Do It" tour, which has been very successful.
There you go.
Right. It's always a pleasure speaking to you, Samantha, and of course the PETA website if people just want to get the whole picture.
Yeah, PETA.org/dissection. Check us out.
All right, or just PETA.org for everything that they're involved in, and there you go. Hey, always a pleasure. Well, that'll do it for me today. I'll be back again tomorrow with another episode, but until that time arrives, I wish you peace.